Alright, well, I'm doing another one of these. This one I got a thin crust pizza though, but to make up for the calories, we have about most of a pound of bacon. I got hungry a bit earlier, so I was snacking on a couple pieces with cream cheese and bagels, and then thin crust. And then a thin crust Domino's pizza with some dried Parmesan Romano on it.
I was making sure I was recording.
It's not bad. The thin crust compared to the normal one. It's actually crunchy, which some places don't do right.
That's good. The wheat Cheetos. If you've populated the entire thing with just you're actually going through the thin crust a lot faster.
Yeah, that's because there's less dough.
Wow.
That's why I got the sandwiches as well.
Mm-hmm. I know. Because I was like, dang, look at you go.
Well, I also do this on Monday where I work,
Mm.
like the last couple days, which means since I reduced my calorie intake to as my brother ambushes the dog.
Oh, Ralphie did kind of want your pizza.
My dog wants all food. I mean, we found him eating pizza at a dumpster.
He's a dog.
Oh yeah.
Food is life. Food is love.
When he'll recognize the smell of pizza, specifically.
Said, I remember dumpster pizza. Ah, yes, I always loved it. Especially when I found a rogue pickle.
I can't believe dogs would like pickles. It sounds so disgusting because
Dude,
they smell.
I was just joking. So,
I don't know if it would upset their stomachs. Like my dog's stomach gets upset from like bacon. If it accidentally grabs like a crumb that falls, he'll vomit.
that's dogs for you. And dogs also the size of Thumbelina, so.
That is true. Very small boy. You okay over there?
Yeah, your brother took the thing I had my phone on, so I have to reposition.
I thought it was centered enough.
No, it's fine. I was pulling it back a little so you could see the array.
Domino's is even weirder because they don't put their pizzas in a square box. So it's a circular dish cut into squares, put into whatever the fuck shape that is.
Yeah, I guess so. You don't like the Sheldon Cooper philosophy? My favorite food, a circular pizza cut into squares, or no, cut into triangles in a square box.
Him as a teenager is really boring.
Him as a teenager? Yeah.
He's also much more of an asshole.
I've watched a lot of Young Sheldon. And your
I
mom?
have not watched.
Well, your mom watches it, so I pass by and I get a lot. Also, my sister binge watched the entire first season in one day.
Of all shows, really?
Oh, she loves it. She loves Little Sheldon. She was singing the theme song. She's like, I don't know. I'm like, oh.
I don't know what the fuck that was. Bro just stubbed her finger on the wall.
No, I hit my whole fist on the side of the wall because I was running and
So
moving.
you stubbed your hand on the wall.
Anyway, the sound was your brother's giving the dog a bath, and the dog does not want to take a bath. So that was him trying to escape the wash basin.
No, of course. So small. You have to jump so high to get out of that basin. He's like 75% the height of the basin, and the basin isn't even that big.
That's true. And we're just curious, are you even like starting to get full?
Not really.
You said Shaggy Rogers in the flesh. I don't think you could ever eat stuff as disgusting as Shaggy eats.
Okay, it's not, some of the shit he's just made is fucking
Did you know?
stoner food.
Fun fact. Shaggy actually used to be a vegetarian
Yep.
because Casey Kasem was a vegetarian and he refused to play the role if they didn't make Shaggy a vegetarian. And they also did that in the live action, I think, because he was eating the eggplant.
Doesn't it depend on the version of Shaggy too?
It does. There are definitely versions of.
'Cause I swear he's eating like BLTs and shit.
That's probably when Matthew Lillard took over as his voice actor.
Because I know in some of like, for instance, like the convention one where the Velma solves VR.
Yeah, that's. Wait. No, that's still Casey Kasem, but.
I believe he eats like a BLT in that.
Maybe they changed something with his contract. But in the original, like, when it was like. When they just had black dots for eyes, that was the era I'm talking about.
It was a horrendous art style imaginable.
Basically, when he first got the role and he thought that he had more leeway in decision making.
Yeah.
Because he originally tried for the voice of Fred, and the guy who does Fred tried for the voice of Shaggy. And then they're like, yeah, we don't like you for these roles, you're gonna try and read for the opposing role, and then they liked them better for that. Because Casey Kasem's like, well, I'm more like Fred, that's why I want to read Fred's, and he's like, well, you sound better as Shaggy, so that's what you're gonna do.
That's how business works.
And Frank Welker's like, I can do a dog voice, I can do...
Yeah, then there's him. I will literally do whatever, just pay me.
I think he actually got the role of Scooby-Doo because he was a comedian and he would do this like dog and cat skit on stage that sounded pretty real, and someone saw his show and they're like, hey, we're gonna do a show about a dog and we need someone to do the voice of that. I think you should do that. Come read for us. And he did. And he's still the voice of Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's in the new ones too.
You see, real acting versus voice actors. Look how long this man has lived.
No, so they don't look old.
Yeah, exactly.
Harrison Ford has looked old for like 10 years now.
The woman that played
Minimum.
Daphne, she said, it's great being a voice actress. I can get older than the hills and nobody cares because it's only about my voice.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll still have work even when
Dude,
I'm
Robert
old.
Downey Jr. is going to be running out of his career soon. That dude's getting old as shit.
I love that he wears high heels for all the Avenger movies.
Yeah, because he's a fucking midget. Canon Wolverine is also a fucking midget. Like, actual comic book scale Wolverine. They showed that in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, where he goes to the different universes. He meets comic accurate Wolverine, who's fucking like 5 something.
He is
Like
a
5'4"
tiny
or
little
5'6", whatever it is. I don't know the comics that well, but something like that. But so is like Goku, which is also funny. No one knows about that. Goku's like 5'6" or something, which means Vegeta's like an actual midget.
2 inches tall.
Mm-hmm. Vegeta's hair like adds like a third of size.
Oh, really?
As he licks himself.
Taken out of the wash basin. I wonder what happened.
Mr. look upset.
Of course he does. He's been moistened by the elements, and now he has to put on a harness on his wet fur and go outside in the muggiest of weather. zoned out for a second there. Good old ADHD for the win. If you're still eating with us, drop a pizza emoji in the comments.
Gotta get that interaction.
We love interaction.
I play the meta game.
I was gonna say a cheese emoji, but I feel like pizza just makes more sense. I've only eaten one piece of pizza in the time that you've eaten basically an entire pizza. And 4 sips of water.
It was gonna be easier to take down than I thought. Those are gonna be much easier to eat than I thought.
I thought that they'd be bulky, but I realized that the Kaiser roll is like thinner than probably most bread. It's
Maybe.
It's like airy, is what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, they're weird. I expected that to cut more off them or something, but I just cut it in half and it just worked.
I said I'll just eat one piece of pizza. That's 2 pieces, not when you eat it like this.
No,
It doesn't count the calories. Yeah, no.
What dumbass movie was that?
Oh, The Nanny. Friend.
I don't know if I've ever actually seen that.
She puts 2 pieces of pizza on top of one another, and they're like, no. And she's like, no, honey. Tricks the body. Less calories this way.
No. YouTube has been showing me clips from like Tooth Licking and such. I can't remember the dudes who's in it, the main actor's name for some reason. It's like, I think it's Stallone.
Mm-hmm.
It's the dude that has like
Yeah,
the
Sylvester
jaw.
Stallone.
Yeah. He loses his jaw funky.
You're talking about Rocky, right?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. You know, he was also in the movie that all top actors were in for some unknown reason.
What do you mean? Like Spy Kids?
Yeah, Spy Kids.
Yeah, for some reason there's like a billion like amazing actors in Spy Kids. I don't even know how they got the budget for that shit.
Elijah Wood.
And then Spy Kids' dad made one of the most horrific, or was in one of the most horrific horror movies.
Oh yeah, The Skin I Live In.
Yeah, The Skin I Live In, which is fucking a horrendous
Yeah, no, it was
body horror, quote
chaos.
unquote.
Chaos
film.
incarnate.
A little bit more than, with a lot more than just body horror.
That's the first movie I've ever seen him only speak Spanish in. He's just like, you know, I think I'll turn to novellas.
You're right, like, oh yeah, what novella? The most fucked up thing I can find.
I would have given anything for him to have kidnapped them and then just been like, do you know why I kidnapped you? Because I'm Puss in Boots.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, he is Puss in Boots.
I don't know, like, any voice act, like, what people actually do.
Well, I wanted to do voice acting, so I know a lot of I can recognize voices.
I know none of them, I never cared. Same with anime, that's why I don't know, like...
Well, that's okay.
That's why, like, the only thing I know is, like, Ash Ketchum's been a chick for, like, he's one chick for years.
Oh, well, yeah.
And Goku in, Goku in Japanese is some woman, I think, maybe, I don't know, I think so. And then some guy plays him, and I don't remember him, but he's very famous, the guy who plays Goku.
Mm.
He's also played the game. Could never do that. He voices Goku in like a game, like a RPG game. And you have to hear yourself. I could never fucking deal with that shit.
He made better time on the pizza, with it being thin crust. I mean, obviously, dough is the enemy.
Oh yeah. Dough also inflates with water more. Like, that's why bread is like the worst shit. Like, if you're trying to lose weight, bread can be okay if it's not, frankly, American bread. Because we don't really make bread. We make apparently what Europe calls like toast.
Yeah, or cake.
No, that was Subway.
Oh, yeah.
That was, they got sued for that shit.
Well, who can eat Subway? Come on.
Subway was making fucking cake bread.
Cake pop? No. Cake bread?
Cake bread with lettuce and ranch and...
Not ranch. Take that away. one time I think my cousin only got like, I don't even know, it was like lettuce and bacon or something. It was like,
why the lettuce? Why not at that point just get
or something. I think it was just filler. Or maybe he just got bacon and cheese. I don't
Probably.
actually remember. But it was like a 2-ingredient sandwich. And
a
I'm
bacon
like,
and cheese sandwich does not sound that unhinged for an autistic child.
well, no. They don't really have a lot of necessarily unhinged. Well, I mean, my sister does.
Well, Johnny. I mean,
Yeah. Then my sister will like just eat the inside of a Totino's pizza roll and then throw away the husk. That's a bit unhinged.
yeah, that's pretty disgusting.
She only eats the
Slurping-
icing off of cupcakes. But she
Slurping
won't eat the
up,
cupcake.
What is it called?
Marinara sauce with like
It's
bits
like-
of meat.
It's like thick tomato soup. I think it's doing something to his car. Maybe it's like, was that from the garage?
I don't
Or the basement? Oh. Was that Taco Bell?
I got a sandwich.
Okay.
I like to eat them when they cool down. It's a gyro, and
Oh.
basically I'll like eat the meat through the whole day because they're pretty big. But I'm not gonna eat it now. And the Dasher went to take the picture and I showed up at the door and she just started laughing. She was like, oh my goodness. Like, that's right, I'm fat. Nice to meet you. That's right, take your time. Breathe. My cousin just reminded me about Scooby-Doo and Batman, the first movie that Scooby-Doo meets Batman, I think. And I remember a specific scene from there where they put them in the back of a van to bring them to the Batcaves, but they blindfold them so they don't know where they're going. And Shaggy's like, boy, I sure could use a snack. And he's like, well, that's all right, Shaggy. In the Batcave, we have bat cookies and bat milk. And Shaggy, blindfolded, just goes, bat milk? And then they just close the doors on him with no explanation at all.
Yeah, you know what? I have questions about that too. How the did you get enough black bat milk to? Bats are tiny.
Show me the tit on a bat.
This is some like war crime shit.
Do you know there are people in the world that like don't actually understand that almond milk is made through like grinding it? They're, like
Grinding it,
tit
shoving it
on
in
an
a
almond,
cheesecloth.
and I'm like,
I mean, it's more like you're making a tit on a cheesecloth and almond ground bits, and you squeeze it
squeeze.
with like, was it just water?
Freshly squozen. Yeah, I think
Just
so.
like a shitload of water.
I think that you grind it up with water in like a blender or a food processor or something, and you obviously mix water in. And I think you can put like a sweetening agent like honey or sugar if you really want to.
Oh, this is America.
Oh, yeah. There are people that don't. The healthies. Clearly, I'm not one of the healthies, as I have a pizza and a gyro next to me. I breathe through my nose too much when I eat. That's why I don't eat while you're eating. Because I'm loud.
Alright.
Do you like the bacon?
Mm-hmm.
A nice crispity little crunch.
only thing about the thin crust is I probably would prefer it if it's in triangles. I don't like the center pieces just on their own.
No,
as
I
much.
get it. Yeah, that wasn't an option.
I know it wasn't.
I could get it uncut and just cut it myself, though.
That is an option, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, it's what's called effort.
Meditates in the bacon. Just stare at you eating.
Yeah.
Cameraman's job. When I'm watching like Papa Meat videos, I'm always thinking about the person sitting behind the camera as he's like just eating handfuls of french fries.
Isn't it? I thought it was like his wife or something.
Not always. I think sometimes it's Nick and sometimes it's... So there's the guy with the black hair and the glasses, and then there's the guy with the blonde, longish hair. They puts it in a ponytail. I don't know which one's which. One of them is Nick because he says that name, but I think sometimes it's his wife though. Sometimes he calls his wife, and I think that would be a little hard if she was behind the camera.
I mean, he's a very odd gentleman. I don't know. I wonder how much that set actually cost him to make.
Honestly, I don't know. He's even got one of those McDonald's benches in between, like, the outside and inside of his house. Like, there's, like, the patio kind of area, but it almost looks like he lives in an apartment complex where it looks like there's one door and then the bench and then another door. But that's like an $8,000 bench. I mean, he's a YouTuber and he's got 3 channels, so I don't know why I'm surprised that he can afford such things, but...
He's got them in lens.
We got that queen. And then, of course, there's Margaret. What horror fuel.
Yeah, she's very... He's a fan of... I keep forgetting this dude's name. It's that guy... There's an American Morty. It's in, like, the first season. There's, like, this... They fuck up the Earth after... Morty wants that girl to like him.
Mm-hmm.
Or gives him a serum. He said, give it to him, but make sure they don't have, like, a cold or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then they fuck up the planet, and they make them, like, rodents obsessed with Morty because... Or his, like, family or something.
Oh, yeah.
And then they turn to praying mantises or something like that. And then he does it again, and he turns, I think, it's a Cronenberg's? Cronin something? It's named after a dude who did a lot of flesh horror with, like, aliens.
Oh, I
stuff.
think you're right. I think you're right.
A very famous writer, I think, as well.
Yeah, he probably is.
Not nearly as Stephen King though.
I'm trying to think of all his creations, because I know he's got Margaret and he's got Winslow, that's the computer. And Margaret's the ocean, dear lord. And then there's, he got it like a new one. It's like a chef made up of just a nose or something.
Mm.
I don't know other than that. Winslow's really whiny. I don't care for him that much. But Margaret's also terrifying, so I can't really say much.
Well, imagine Winslow also takes the personality of the computer from Courage the Cowardly Dog as well. Is that the computer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then that character was also very same way, like whiny and kind of like.
I forgot that the computer was sentient.
Yeah, that happens.
I didn't
Don't know
watch
why.
a lot of Courage. My family deemed it too scary and mildly violent.
I believe I owned like a Game Boy Advanced thing that had like the first Pokemon episode. Pokemon Gotta Catch 'Em All. It was, and then it had like the episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog that everyone like fucking is like seems to think is like horrifying. It's the one where there's that dude out there and he just says this really weird like whispery tone chant over and over again.
Where is the slab?
Yeah, that thing. Everyone hates that episode. They find
I
it like
know.
super creepy.
I know.
I also had other things on there. Like I think it had
I've
some other
never
random.
seen that episode. I can't relate.
It's
Return the slab.
it's oddly. I mean, it's unsettling. It is unsettling. The voice is unsettling.
It is.
But I would say honestly the most terrifying one is probably the one that involves the vet, because the vet's like an evil like scientist, and it's fucking hilarious.
Interesting. I know. I think the only one that I know I watched the whole episode in school one time. They just played it like in the cafeteria. I don't know why. Maybe the power went out and they wanted to shut us up. I have no idea. But they brought one of those old ass school TVs that had the wheels, and it was a giant box, and they popped that in, and it was the episode. No, it was like lunch. It was our lunch period. That was the only time it ever happened. So I don't know why. Maybe we had to stay in the lunchroom for something. I was really young. It was in elementary, and it was an episode where it was like Mona Lisa and the Thinker, like different artwork came to life. And it really annoyed me because the Thinker he was so indecisive because he was the Thinker. Mm-hmm. So they're like at the restaurant and he's like, I'm thinking. And I'm like, shut up. Oh my god.
Wasn't that also a thing in Nightmare in the Museum or whatever? Not Nightmare.
Night at the Museum.
Night at the Museum.
Easy one.
I think someone should make that. Like a rip-off. Kind of like the Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, or...
They made like 4 of those movies.
I'm aware.
I didn't like...
My mom likes them.
I liked them when I was younger, but eventually it started to fall off. Like, I think the second or third one was like good, but then they made like another one or another 2 or something, and those were bad. I liked the one...
Do you remember why the people wanted to stay there? Wanted to steal the thing?
No.
It was because it made them feel young or something again, and they could like do like acrobats and shit like that, like they were young people.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They were obsessed with youth.
I love that English. Dick Van Dyke was one of the villains, one of the old men.
Oh. I don't know actors either.
He had his own show back in yesteryear. It was called the Dick Van Dyke Show. There was a Family Guy episode where it's supposed to be bleeping all the bad words on the TV, and they're like, now the beep 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 show, because Dick Van Dyke.
Oh yeah, I guess dyke was considered.
It was just so stupid.
That was a word that took me a while to figure out what it meant, because I never really wanted to ask anybody, but I kept hearing it.
Makes sense.
And at the time, lesbians weren't exactly the most common, right? That's what it is. It's like an insult.
They
for
weren't
like,
exactly mainstream.
right, it's just like an insult for like a butch lesbian, right? That's what that is.
I think so.
That's what I know it as. Anyways.
I believe so, yeah. I mean, it's not like a word that's in my regular vocabulary, obviously. It just made me think of it.
I grew up in the early 2000s on video games.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's when it was big. The early 2000s.
Yeah, slurs like that.
Back when what's your damage and totally
that's
tubular were socially acceptable.
What's your damage is so much older.
I love that.
That was like a 90s thing.
Goes into work. Yo, what's your damage? Gets fired.
Depending who you say it to, maybe not.
I guess not.
I may have regretted this decision of this one sandwich.
You don't technically have to eat the other sandwich if you don't wish to.
Well, everyone's leaving at the same time. Like a truck just pulled out, another car, a motorcycle.
And an ambulance.
Well, I hear those a lot.
Oh yeah.
I really want to know what the fuck people are doing around here in like a suburban area. Like, what are you doing? It's like, I know you're bored, but like
what
fucking.
Is so ambulance worthy?
Like, are you? I mean, maybe some power tool stuff, I guess, if you're making your deck. But how do you fuck up that bad? Well, the answer is not paying attention or do it drunk. That's what most people do. So, I think one of my favorite jokes about construction I've seen in shorts was they made fun of some, I don't know if it was Mexicans or who it was, or just construction workers in general, but it had something to do with like the dude wasn't drunk, and then this guy goes and tells him that the dude's like drinking on the job or something, and he said he ran out of beer, and then the boss goes to tell him he can grab a beer out of his like cooler or something in like the van or whatever it was. I found that very funny.
Very humorous.
A lot of odd jokes around construction work. Like within their own circles. American drinking is a big thing.
You don't have to finish the other sandwich. You kind of just made it as bulk.
Yeah.
You cost
Bit off more than I
shot
could
for
chew
that
there.
sandwich.
Maybe I'll just wrap it up and then I'll give it to like my mom or something, because I don't think it'd be a good idea to just force myself to eat it. I really don't want to throw up.
Well, yeah, that's never the goal. In terms of like Eric the Electric, I think he has like literally trained his body.
Yeah.
Like,
He's stretched his
elastigirl.
he's stretched his stomach. That's like a thing. So did like Stony
Yeah.
and the one hot dog guy,
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
the one that holds the world record. He also did the similar thing. That's fucking insane. Isn't it over like 100 in an hour? It's fucking wild. Slugging on back faster than a slut on a harbor.
Oh my goodness. That was the realest reaction, by the way. I didn't expect you to say that.
Waiting for the sailors to show up, just slugging back hot dogs.
I don't know why that reminded me of this stupid Simpsons joke where the guy that's like clearly gay with the glasses, they're like, and what do you think about women on boats? He goes, I don't believe that women and seamen mix.
Wasn't that like, if I'm not mistaken, that was a big thing back then though. They were bad luck.
Yes.
That's Pirates of the Caribbean. That's why they didn't
Yeah,
want
and they
what's her
have
face
the
on board.
dress, and it's floating around on the hook.
So they didn't want her on board.
Indeed. They're like, get on the dinghy. We're tired of you being here.
And then there was like one African woman who was like the god of the ocean.
Oh yes. Let me think for a minute. Calypso.
Mm-hmm. Which, that's actually very interesting to me. I wonder if Calypso is more of a devil.
Oh, because of Twisted Metal.
Yeah, the use of Calypso and Twisted Metal is the guy who makes the games and also fulfills the wishes, whatever they want. But they're always a monkey's paw.
Yeah.
Every wish was a model, except for one of them, but that's a whole different thing.
I know it's really weird, but when I think about Twisted Metal, from what you've told me, I think of Calypso being a mix of Calypso from Pirates of the Caribbean and Papa Legba from American Horror Story. I know you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Okay, Calypso is an old bald dude.
Not in Pirates of the Caribbean.
In what do you call it? In Twisted Metal, it's an old bald white guy that basically says, "Hey, enter my fucking psychopath tournament where you make your cars into weapons." And one guy decides to ride a motorcycle. Don't understand that one. And if you win, you get whatever you want, and each of them have some fucky past. The canon, depending on the game, one of them like Sweet Tooth wins, which is one of the most famous characters. He's the clown. His wish originally is he wants to get rid of the hair, the flaming head thing, because he can feel it. That's actually just burning his scalp all the time. Calypso says the double-edged sword for him is if he gets rid of it, he can never kill again. If he does, it'll reignite. So he doesn't like that. So he just kills Calypso, and by doing that, he takes over the games. That's like the next game that's why the games are, he's the ringleader of it. I don't like the new reboot because it's like what they did to Gotham. I don't mind Gotham. I actually like the Gotham series. I just don't like that they made it into like gangs where you had the Dollface gang. What the fuck was Skullboy called? And also they changed him a lot too. I don't know if his backstory is the same. I can't remember in the new one, but his backstory in Black, what Twist Metal Black was, he was a Vietnam vet who was forced to eat either one of his best friends or one of the soldier in his platoon after he died because they didn't feed him in one of the pits as a POW. That's why, and if the skull, his helmet is the skull of his buddy as a representation.
I remember that.
Yeah, his wish is he wants to make the officer that did that to him and his buddy suffer the way he did, so he eats him alive. I want to say the most fucking one though is the one that's related to Sweet Tooth. It's not Sweet Tooth. It's his like brother. I don't remember what he gets, but his brother wanted to bring his parents back to life, and Calypso couldn't do that. But that kid was like a genius. Also, he ends up rigging the car to be controlled with a remote controller, and he puts his dead dad in the driver's seat.
You're gonna take me to GameStop whether you like it or not, old man.
If I think I'm right. If I'm not remembering correctly. Twist Metal Black was amazing. Very fun game and very good game. Some of the characters were very bland. Like I don't remember if her name was Banshee or Widowmaker or just Widow, but hers was very boring. She's like a widow that went insane, and I think she was really jealous. And I don't know if she caught her husband cheating or what on the wedding day or something, but she ends up killing him, and that runs her to like a psych ward. She's like in the psych ward in her wedding dress. Like they never took it off her. Yeah, it makes no fucking sense.
Like, yeah, no. The dress with the most fabric in the world. Let's keep you in it in a psych ward.
I think she's in a straitjacket, so it's really.
Give you some mittens so you don't try to claw yourself.
Or hang yourself.
Well,
I don't know how to tie a knot. Dollface's wish was stupid because it played off of empathy for someone that like tortured her. Her whole wish was she wanted the key to the mask. The double-edged sword for her, which made no sense to me. I don't remember why this way it made sense in the game necessarily, but it was the guy who locked her in the mask he was gonna take the key, drop the dude in the acid, take him, drop the key in the acid. So either she stays in the mask forever, but he lives, or she takes the key, gets out, but he dies. And I don't remember what she chooses. I wasn't too much of a fan of her. She was fun as a playstyle. I don't remember why, but she was fun as a playstyle, but she was not the most interesting character there. And there was Axel. Fucking, that's a psychotic individual.
The way Ralphie just ignored those blueberries.
I forgot what his wish was too. He was named Axel because that's what he was.
He came in from outside and he's got Monica from Friends' hair. He's so
yeah, bro's a little spiky. Yeah, curl up on the couch. Oh, are you looking for something? You're trying to dry off, aren't you? My dog is right now flailing on the sofa trying to dry off after going outside for a walk in I want to say ridiculous. It's not, the humidity's insane.
Conference unavailable.
Yeah. We get a lot of those on that landline. Still have one of those.
I love the landline.
I need to put that phone on the do not call registry. I really need to start doing that. I keep forgetting, but if I do that, I forget what type of crime it is, if it's just a misdemeanor or a felony, but you can't, yeah. It's an anti-harassment thing. I don't know if I can actually eat anymore. I think I bit off more than I could chew.
That's alright, your eyes are too big for your stomach. Live and learn.
That could also be the high quantity of salt.
To be fair, this one was less of a speed eating and more of a just consuming a lot of food while talking. Which, honestly, I feel like you and I watch videos like that. Like, I know Eric does speed eat, but he also does talk a lot.
Well, he does calorie challenges more than speed days. Like, how much can you do in a day? A
That's
24-hour period or like 8-hour period or something.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Matt Stoney is more speed
Matt
eating.
Stoney is the
He's
speed runner.
ridiculous. I
Well,
actually
he's
can't
renowned.
watch him eat some things.
Bro, have you seen him eat cereal?
Dude, yes. First of all, I saw him eat, I don't even know what, but his eyes were watering. Bro was drooling.
Oh
I was
no,
like,
it's
"Sir,
some of them.
please."
The ice cream ones are pretty disgusting.
Mm.
Yeah, those ones are bad. I've seen those before.
I don't like spicy noodle challenges because I've had spicy noodles and they suck. And I can't imagine putting yourself through the hell of more than one bite. But no, when like Nikocado Avocado used to do like, oh my god, amounts of those spicy noodles.
Was he still vegan during the time he was a fat fuck or no?
I don't think so, because he was eating at McDonald's.
True, I just can't remember. Frankly, I didn't watch his content. I did not care for him.
I've
I
heard
was
a lot about
fucking
his
disgusting.
content. I would see clips and I would watch stuff about him through other people.
Dude, the shit I can't believe is I think he
couldn't
had.
watch him eat.
Did he have a Patreon? Did he have like a Patreon or an OF or something?
He had no F.
That's fucking insane. This fat ugly bastard.
He had a lot of followers.
I know.
People were like, I have to know.
Know what?
I don't know.
What his asshole looks like?
Yes, apparently so.
After he eats the spicy noodles, like what the fuck?
Nobody wants to see that.
Oh god, it's awful. That I have so many questions about that now since he obviously was faking everything and whatever because he just had surgery and did whatever. And now he's kind of back to being like how he was before.
I think he had 6 surgeries and then the rest he lost through because he was a nutritionist.
Yeah. So he could speedrun it by just knowing what to eat because he probably just ate a bunch of fiber.
And now he's gone back to how he used to be. He's skinny. He does the vegan stuff.
What I'm very
he
curious.
has his bird.
When I'm at, well, that was a weird thing. What I'm curious about is, did he compromise then his basically what he considers to be? Because I don't really care about. I really don't think the vegan stuff is very overtuned and stuff. But in his eyes, did he compromise his morals for years then? Because that's kind of a very interesting.
That's kind of what I thought, but I don't know. I figure bro had his own agenda.
Well, that's what I mean though. It's like, at what level are you basically a sellout, more or less? Like, what level does anything you say not matter anymore? And do you actually stand for anything because of that? Is more so what I mean. Because by saying either you were a vegan, you stopped being a vegan, and then you're a vegan again. So did you just maintain those values the whole time, and you just decided to ignore them for years in exchange for money? Because if so, then you're just a complete sellout. You'll be great in business, but you're terrible for somebody who wants
Morals?
Yeah, any form of moral setting or like a relationship type thing with you, whether it be friends or otherwise. Dude, that's terrible.
You know, I know that I'm gonna sound really mean, but the fact that he lost all the weight and Orland is still the same weight, that is like the biggest. That's like the biggest fu that I could imagine. Like, dude, you poor dude, stop it.
Oh yeah,
because they used to be like the same weight, and now one of them's gone back to the original weight, and the other one's just like, I hate.
See, I don't even pay attention to that shit, so I don't even care if they're still dating or anything.
I just saw a video of them together. I don't know if they're dating. I assume they're dating, unless that was all a psyop or fake as well.
I don't care. Frankly, I didn't even. I heard about him through watching other people's content. Like, what was that one guy that sells sour candy?
Oh yeah.
He said Oompaville. Yeah, like he said he's autistic before. Is that good?
Yeah.
Oompaville. Yeah, Oompaville and.
He said my mustache made me look like a weasel.
I remember that. That was really funny. Isn't he dating that other freak of nature?
Call me Chris.
Yeah, the other anxiety-driven freak of nature.
It makes so much sense that they're together. It's actually really funny. And I also heard about his channel through Cinnamon Toast Ken.
Yeah, it was like through Cinnamon Toast Ken, Call Me Chris, Oompaville, there was another one. Who was it? Meat Boy. I What's his name?
Papa Meat?
Yeah, one of his channels. He covered Nikocado Avocado.
Meat Canyon.
Probably, well, both Meat Canyon's the animation one, right?
Yeah.
He has it on Meat
did
Canyon, and he has Papa Meat then.
but with
Mhm.
fecal matter.
Was it? I thought it was just like food matter.
Well, no, because you know
it's
how
just
King
shit.
Midas touches everything, I think it turns to gold.
Yeah.
Well, Nikocado touches everything, it turns to shit. Was the joke?
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, like, oh yeah, no, but I don't know what I meant is he also did on Papa Meat. He did some where he reacted to the.
He also did a video with him.
Apparently, I learned it's also impossible through the Oompaville video. It's like impossible to get one of those fucking, what are they called? Mobility scooters, unless you're like an old person or something. Like you can't actually buy them. They're really hard to get a hold of. Because I think he said he had to lie and say it was like for his grandma or something to get it. I don't quote me on that, allegedly or whatever, but I swore I remember
Sells
some
it on
bullshit.
eBay, says it's his, gets paid even more.
I mean, I remember I did see one in my neighborhood. Some person with a mobility scooter going down the road. That was fucking hilarious.
You hear the skeet of those wheels. Nicocado's name just
I mean,
goes through your head.
The thing is, though, you wouldn't even need to purchase one of those anymore. If you ride a bike, you can just get an electric bike that goes under 25 miles an hour, and then you don't need insurance or anything.
Well, that's true.
I think that's the legislation that they passed, because kids are hitting people. Kids are really fucking stupid.
That's very true.
I can't do shit.
Alright. Well, that's okay. We shall see you in the next one.
Yep. Bye-bye.